What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. Hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Birth A.D. entitled I Blame You. This is released on Unspeakable Axe Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Austin, Texas, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very hard-hitting but old-school style of crossover thrash. Basically, if you think of classic bands like Dirty Rotten Imbeciles, Methods of Destruction, Stormtroopers of Death, and pretty much any influential thrash band or crossover thrash band that has 3 initials in their name, in their band name. That's the style that Birth A.D. plays, and they are damn good at it. I saw them live for the first time back in November of 2011 at the Gore Growlers Ball Festival. And considering that prior to that I had been hearing so much great things about this band, it was proper that I finally got introduced to them, and I was incredibly entertained by their set. I was very much entertained by their energy, their playing style, their presence, just the overall hard work and determination that this band does. And in doing so, it led me on to their debut demo, or their first EP, whichever you want to call it, Stillbirth of a Nation. This was just 10 tracks and 20 minutes of just visceral, hard-hitting, old-school crossover thrash, but very much heavy, as heavy can be. I mean, the vocals were very... These are the kind of vocals you could sing along to. You could sing and scream word for word with these kinds of vocals and lyrics. The music had great songwriting, great lyrics. This demo had it all, and it was awesome. And I've been waiting a very long time for this debut full-length to come out. And now that it's finally out, I was anxious to hear some of the new material, because I know that during this time period between this album and now, they worked on some brand new songs. And some of the new songs that I heard were really, really kick-ass, like the song I Blame You and Burn L.A. I thought those new tracks were amazing. And what got me even more interested was the fact that they were going to take the songs that were on Stillbirth of a Nation and re-record them, redo them, and make them sound better. And they teamed up with a guy by the name of Alex Perialis, who is an engineer based out of New York, if I'm not mistaken. He really helped define sound for some of the best thrash bands in U.S. history. I mean, bands like Overkill, Testament, Nuclear Assault, early Anthrax, stuff like Propane, MOD, many more to name, but they worked with this guy, and he basically was trying to bring out the best in Birth A.D. sound, and I was so anxious to hear what this new Birth A.D. material was going to sound like. And now we have the debut album, I Blame You. It's 18 tracks, and it runs around, and it clocks in at around 37 minutes in length. And what this album basically is the 10 songs that were on Stillbirth of a Nation, reworked and redone, plus 8 brand new songs. And I honestly think that there is not one dull moment to be heard on this record. Every single song that's on here flies by very quickly. The new songs sound amazing, and the reworked songs sound as good as they ever have. You can easily distinguish the differences between the original songs and the new songs. I mean, songs like Kill Everybody, which I think is one of the best songs from the first EP, the way that it sounds here, it sounds fresh. It sounds amazing. The drums sound better, the guitar work sounds better, the bass is even more audible than before, and the vocals are even angrier than before. Yeah, and some of my other favorite songs from the Stillbirth EP, like Cause Problems, Parasites Die, and This Scene Sucks. Just complete 180-degree turn. Just amazing stuff. But let's talk about this album as a whole. The guitar work on here sounds a lot more clear and a lot more distinct than this band's ever done on recorded material before. I really enjoy the way that the guitar riffs are played. Just very powerful, very heavy, very catchy, something you can headbang to very easily, and it's definitely evidented on the opening track, Mission Statement. The guitar work on that track is just absolutely sick. Very, very sick. and even to some of the newer tracks that are on here, like Violent Retribution. It's like a 30-second track, but still that song has some great music going on there. I Blame You, Short Bus Society, Wrong Again. The guitar work on those tracks are just absolutely awesome. Very, very good guitar playing going on here. Very awesome. Bass-wise, Birth A.D. is definitely a band that definitely holds your attention when it comes to the bass guitar. It is dominant. It is loud. It is very, very much a part of this album. And the way that it's played and the way that it's delivered, it just sounds awesome. Very clear, very well produced, very well mixed. It's an awesome bass guitar tone. I love the way that it sounds. It sounds amazing. Drums, complete, like I said, 180-degree turn from what this band used to sound like and to what it sounds like now. The drums sound great. A lot more clear sounding, a lot more crisp. I love the way the blast beats are, just the way the thrash beats are. Very well patterned, very well syncopated. I really enjoy the drum style that this band has to offer, and it's something that definitely makes your head nod. And vocal-wise, Jeff has a very unique kind of vocal style. It's pretty much yelling, but it's basically he's waxing philosophic. He's telling you his stories. He wants you to understand what's going on in the world today, whether it be political or whether it be within the music scene, getting rid of hipsters and posers and all that other stuff. That's what he's good at doing. He is a veteran of the music scene, and he definitely waxes philosophic and screams it, yells it, and belts it out, and even to the point where you want to sing along with him. Some of these lyrics are very important, but yet there's a catchiness to it. There's a charismatic approach to this style, and he does that so very good. He wants to be pissed. He wants you to be pissed off with him, but at the same time, he wants you to rebel, and just be as metal as fuck as you can be with this kind of record. Because as much as this is crossover thrash and verging onto hardcore and all that stuff, this is definitely metal as can be. This is a metal thrash record. I'm pretty much losing control of my words here, but overall, I'm so happy that this album is out. And if you're a fan of classic thrash or crossover thrash or hardcore, definitely check out Birth A.D. This is a band that definitely deserves to be heard. Like I said, the classic tracks that get redone for this album are amazing. Failed State, Kill Everybody, Cause Problems, Parasites Die. The Fearless Iranians from Hell cover is on here. Blow Up the Embassy. That's a great cover song. I'm glad they did it here. Burn L.A., I Blame You, Short Bus Society, Popular War. Those are some of my favorites as far as the new stuff is concerned. So I'm going to leave you some links in the description box to a music video for Kill Everybody. Also to the Dark Descent Records web store, which I should also mention, Unspeakable Axe is a new label that is distributed by Dark Descent Records, so if you're a fan of that record label, you'll definitely have something to enjoy with Unspeakable Axe. So, again, the album is I Blame You by Birth A.D. This is released on Unspeakable Axe Records. Support this band, and I'm going to give this a very strong 9 out of 10. Awesome, awesome crossover thrash, important lyrics, great music, awesome teamwork going on with this band. Support Birth A.D. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching, thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.